Guys, what is up? It's your Beast here. Welcome back to another Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle. Now, this match right here is against a guy from Smogon by the name of NKT397. And this right here is actually another OU tier battle against this guy. Now, I'm looking at this guy's team. He's got some pretty threatening stuff on his team. First of all, his Terrakion. That thing might be Choice Scarf, and he can easily outspeed my Choice Scarf Pokemon, that being my Hydreigon. He's obviously got a higher base speed, and he's also got a super effective move, most likely Close Combat. He's also got a Ferrothorn, and that's not a big problem really because I've got quite a lot of Pokemon on my team with fire moves. His Latios might be a problem if that thing is specced, because that thing can pretty much just wreck through every single one of my pokes on my team. Plus, I can't lock it in there with my Dugtrio, obviously, because he's got the levitate ability. So I'm gonna have to be careful when I'm dealing with that thing. Now, he's also got a Heatran. That's not a big problem unless he's got the balloon, because that way I can hit him with like an Earthquake. And it's also got a Drapion. That's not a big problem at all. I can easily handle that thing with Dugtrio. He's also got a Weavile, which isn't that big of a problem either, as long as I can keep my Bronzong alive against it, and, you know, my Arcanine as well. Those two pokes can easily handle that thing. Now, my team is based off a Choice Scarf Hydreigon, a Life Orb, All-Out Attacker, Nidoking. I believe my Jellicent is physically defensive, and my Bronzong is more of a tank, but it's mostly specially defensive. And my Arcanine is like more of a mixed variant, I think. And Dugtrio is a choice banded one with Earthquake and stuff, just to revenge kill those nasty Pokemon that, you know, tend to, you know, set up Sword Chances and stuff. You know, it can be a great counter against his Drapion, which might be like a Sword Chancing Drapion, and if it gets up like 1 or 2 Sword Chances, then that might be pretty dangerous. But since this thing has a higher base speed than Drapion, I can just easily send it in and just intercept with the Earthquake. So yeah, why not just go ahead and start this battle, shall we? Okay, so my opponent is gonna go ahead and lead up with his Terrakion, as I'm gonna lead up with my Hydreigon. Now this is obviously a bad matchup for me because of the type advantage that he's got. So gonna have to switch out of there right away into my Bronzong, and he goes for the Close Combat, obviously, like I expected, but this Close Combat does quite a lot of damage. The reason why I switched out was because I was fearing him being Choice Scarfed as well as me. I mean, Terrakion does have a pretty good base speed. It has a higher base speed than Hydreigon, so really don't want to risk staying in there, but that Close Combat does quite a lot of damage. It doesn't look like Choice Band damage, but it looks like an Adamant Scarfed Terrakion, so that's what was going on in the back of my head. But still, an Adamant Scarfed Terrakion would outspeed a Modest Scarfed Hydreigon. It wouldn't outspeed a Timid Scarfed Hydreigon, but I just put on Modest because I wanted to dish out more damage, but turns out that's not really going to be effective, so I should probably change that for the next battle if I'm going to ever use that thing again. So, get to set on this Drapion right here, set up my Stealth Rocks, and, you know, he tries to go for Aqua Tail. I'm not quite sure why he does that. I guess it was some sort of a prediction, but turns out that he's a Sword Chancing set, which kind of caught me off guard, but turns out that he is, and I'm just going to have to continue to go for the Gyro Ball. I really don't want to risk anything because he does have the Aqua Tail. I do have quite a lot of pokes on my team weak to water, plus I do have a Jellicent which can take those water moves, but this thing most likely has, yeah, right here, he does have Crunch, which is also super effective against my Jellicent, so wouldn't really be too smart to send that in like right into a Crunch. So I just wait for him to take me out of there, and then I can send a Dugtrio because I know I can easily trap him in there with the Arena Trap, and then just go for the Earthquake and take him out of there easily. So take it down with the Earthquake, and I believe what he's gonna do is gonna center his Latios. I guess he was thinking that I was locked in or something, I don't know, but I am locked and I am choice banded, and I'm gonna go and center my Jellicent, which turns out it was not really the best play. I should probably make this thing specially defensive because that's usually what benefits bulky waters like Jellicent. And because for the Dragon Pulse, it does a lot, which tells me that he's most likely specs. I mean, that's a Dragon Pulse, that's not a Draco Meteor. Draco Meteor is from a Scarf. Latios could do that amount of damage, but not a Dragon Pulse, so that kind of tells me that he specs. Now, for some dumbass reason, I do not send my Hydreigon, which is Scarf, and which could easily outspeed it, so I go for the Sucker Punch with my Dugtrio, thinking that it would take it out of there, but obviously it's not going to do that, so that was an incredibly stupid move on my part. So that means that I'm gonna have to, you know, sacrifice my Dugtrio for the choice specs Dragon Pulse, which I'm obviously not gonna live. Now, I'm just gonna go into the Hydreigon, just take it out of there with the U-turn because I might as well. Let's get a set on his Weavile. I was not quite sure what kind of set this was, but I was thinking that this thing would like set up Sword Stance or something, but turns out that he's like a fake out set, so I don't know. I really didn't think that he had sword stance, but gonna go with an Arcanine just to take in a hit. Goes for the beat up, which I've never really seen on a Weavile, but okay, I guess it kind of works. Does quite a lot of damage to my Arcanine, thus him having only 4 pokes left, so I guess it kind of works. Now, gonna go for the close combat, take it out of there easily, and that is a dead Weavile. Now, he's gonna go to center his Ferrothorn. I have no idea why he sends in his Ferrothorn, because I could have went for the Flare Blitz anytime and just take nothing out of there in one shot, but I thought that he would switch out into something else just to take the Flare Blitz, but I don't know, really. I should have just went for the Flare Blitz right here. Would take nothing down easily, so I mean, I might have had a lot. I might have actually won this game if I would have taken that thing out of there. At least it would have been a lot easier for me to, well, at least I would have had a chance to win if I would have taken that thing down. Kind of spoilers, I did actually lose this game, so gonna go instead of Nidoking, just take it out of there with Earth Power, and he's gonna go instead of his track. And I was thinking this thing was Scarfed, so he just goes for Earthquake. I really don't want to bother over predicting, and he just goes for Earthquake, takes me out of there. So my last Pokemon is my Hydreigon. I could have set on Hydreigon and try to take the Earthquake, but I don't know, really. That just seemed like a really risky play. I could have done it because that way I would have had another chance to win, but I don't know, really. That's too late to do something about that now. So just go for the Focus Blast, take it out of there, or I don't take it out of there, unfortunately, even though I'm modest, which is kind of crazy right there. I mean, that thing took like a massive hit from Focus Blast right there and still lives it, which is pretty crazy. But I'm gonna go for the second or third one because I think I missed the second one, but go for a third one and take it out of there, and that is a dead Heatran. So he's gonna go to center on his Terrakion, his last Pokemon, but obviously since it's Scarfed, I really can't do anything about it, so he goes for the X-Scissor, which I'm not gonna live from that range of health. So yeah, that was a good game, NKT397. Hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Leave a like rating if you did, and I will see you guys later. Peace!